Hey, Coach, I saw at Temple. I wanted to ask about Quante Berry, how he's fit in.
Yeah, Quante is, tough, coachable, brings energy, great kid, happy to have him. He's doing really well.
You saw him a lot.
Yep.
So there was a lot for you to personally figure out, he might be.
Well, I saw his toughness. When I saw his toughness, he played against P.J. Haggerty, who was our best player last year. And he denied him the ball. He fought him for the entire game. He rebounded the ball at a high level, offensive rebounding, defensive rebounding, knocked down some big shots. So I was definitely impressed.
Did you see him back in high school?
I did not see him in high school. Cleveland, Tennessee is so far east. I didn't get a chance to see him in high school.
And what spot does he fill? He filled probably more point guard than.
Yeah, he's doing like combo pretty much. He's doing some more point guard now, the point guard and two guard.
Hey, I forgot to ask yesterday about Hassan Gil-King. Is he looking better from that quad, or how does?
Yeah, the quad is actually getting better because at first he was not being able to walk normally. Now he's being able to walk a little more normal. Very talented. Need to get him back out on the floor, but I understand how injuries work. But yeah, he's doing much better.
With him missing so much time, even if he is healthy, do you expect to kind of slowly integrate him back into the fold?
Yeah, it will have to be slow. His temperament isn't going to be fast anyway. He's not going to be a guy that's going to be in a hurry to do anything. He's just smooth on everything he does. So just kind of got to bring him back slowly.
Any other injuries that you guys? I know his wrist was taped up the other day.
I can't think of anyone else. I don't know what Zach has. Maybe a groin or something, but nothing major like what he had with his wrist and Hassan with his quad.
Is everything good with Zach? He was originally supposed to be here.
Yeah, everything's good with Zach. Zach is good. He's ready to roll.
The staff, assistant coach vacancy for you. Do you have an update on that?
Just taking my time. I'm eventually gonna make a decision. I'm just taking my time.
Are you looking forward to madness on Beale Street?
Yeah, I am. We had the humongous madness, bro. So it's like we had at one point with being in the forum, Lil Baby, Future, Moneybag Yo, all these people in one night, Dog. That's a big night. So when you have those guys, that's a big night. The Beale Street one is great because the team gets introduced to the city, so that's what I'm excited about. But we're talking about, but I am excited to get down there to see how this whole, because we've never done it outside, to see how this is going to work, and hopefully we get a lot of fans out there.
Any performances outside? Anybody rapping?
I think Doug is. Doug is rapping.
No, he might do something.
Next Dame Lillard.
I'm a little better than him.
You're better than Dame. So you're calling him out rap battle right now.
He can do it. He can do that.
Yeah.
Any competition.
So we got you're the rapper. You got the reality show hooking with Doug. What can't you do, man?
You can do it all.
I say the same thing.
They'll never know. Yes.
Petty, with a lot of Cal's forward guys being honored at this exhibition coming up, that 07-08 team finally getting its due after 16 years, 17 years. How important is that for them to get that spotlight?
It's very important because I'm pretty close with CDR, Antonio, those guys, Joey. D Rose and I spoke when he was playing for the Grizzlies. So to get that group to come back, Andre Allen and all those guys, Willie Kemp to come back and get the just due, I think that's special.
Have you heard about any specific players who might be there?
I have not heard about it. I hope all of them come back. To be honest with you, they all need to come back because it'll be a special night.
What did you and I know you and Cal went out and did some stuff. What were some of the things you guys did the other day?
We went to just some landmarks in the city. We went down to Tomley Park. We went to the Grizzlies Prep. We went to the old Sears building now.
Crosstown.
Crosstown, and then we went to Stax Music Museum. So we just kind of did that to kind of show some positive spots in the city, man. We got some good things going on in the city. We have a lot of negative press, but there are a lot of good things also.
So you and Cal are like have spent quite a bit of time together over the last couple of months. It feels
Yeah.
like. Are you like? Has there been any movement on making this a regular season?
No, there hasn't been any movement on that. I think this is a good start, though. I think the fans in Arkansas want it because we have always played those guys in the past. When Cal was with Memphis, I was really close with him because that's when I was retiring, and that's the team that made it to the championship game. And he and I were always close. So I mean, I've never lost that relationship. Of course, we recruited against one another now and compete against one another, but the relationship is still strong.
And you know how this city is, and you know how emotional sometimes these Tiger fans can get. What kind of reception do you expect when Cal steps on the court?
I can honestly say it's going to be 50-50. I wish it was all cheers, but I can say it's going to be 50-50 because he did a lot of great stuff for our city, man. He did, and we can't forget that. Even though he left to go to his dream job, no one in Memphis could fault him for that. Even though we know what left when he left, it took away the winning, it took away a lot of the big things that was happening with us, big name recruits. But at the end of the day, you know, everybody has to do what's best for them at some point, and he did. So I'm thinking it's going to be 50-50.
Aaron, are you looking forward to seeing Cal again?
Yes, sir.
So you always talk a lot about scheduling and scheduling tough and non-conference and stuff like that. You've got Louisville on the schedule next year. Baylor, I think, is still. You guys go there, I guess, next year. Do you have like a wish list of like?
I just wish we could play everybody in the top 25. That gives you a bar, right? You know, we want to play as many great teams, and we say great because these coaches have earned their right to be great, to play these teams and give ourselves a bar early on where we are.
Doug and Aaron, do y'all have any memories of watching that 07-08 Tigers team with Derrick Rose and CDR, Joey Dorsey?
I was only about 4 or 5 years old. So
Okay, that's all.
yeah, I probably don't have no memories of that.
These are some puppies, right? They don't remember CDR and Derrick Rose's team.
I remember him when he was at the Bulls.
Yeah. That's to me is what's changed though, man. These guys are so young, they don't remember the 07
They remember
08 team.
you. They've seen.
I mean, YouTube.
Yeah, right.
YouTube, yeah.
But
Thank
some
God
of
for
those-
YouTube.
I mean, some of that stuff from 07-08's on YouTube. I feel like.
Yeah, that was a great
we do our
team.
research.
I witnessed that.
Have CDR dunks on YouTube?
Oh man, CDR was fantastic. Unbelievable player.
I think we got full games from the tournament run on YouTube.
I followed them throughout. Went to Little Rock, went to Houston, and then went to San Antonio. So I followed that team every game. So that was a magical. I still couldn't believe after the game what happened, but hey, it's over now.
That's what those guys said, that you were at a lot of their practices and kind of kicking it with them. That's cool.
Yep, just going and kind of trying to loan my obviously expertise and just be supportive.
Like, was that in terms of like your timeline? Was like in terms of when you were bitten by the coaching bug, like when you started to seriously think about getting into coaching, like, did that play into?
No, it was really just my friend Desmond getting me to come back and coach. At that point, that's when it happened.
I didn't know if that was like intersected with that championship season. That
No, I was just a
was a little
proud
later than that.
alum just going to all those games. I wasn't really thinking about, man, this is really going to get my juices flowing to coach. I wasn't really thinking about coaching at that point.
Just like kind of Cal, I guess, targeted you and said, hey, this is somebody we got to have in our building, even for practices, so guys can look at and see what the past of this program has been like and that sort of thing. Are there guys that you've targeted, former Tigers, that
Now,
you
I
bring in?
wish, and I spoke to Dwight Boyd about this the other day, that we got to get some of the former players to show back up on campus in the off season, come back and work out for a couple of days, just to let the guys see them, because they have stories to tell. You know, they've been in their shoes recently. They can just talk about the experiences.
Tim Pernetti was, the commissioner was talking earlier today about how he brought you in to speak to speak to like other coaches.
It was at our coaches conference in
about
St. Pete.
scheduling, was it?
Not even just about scheduling, just, you know, they gave me the title of, what's the title that I had? Like the chair for the coaches, so I had to speak, but obviously everybody doesn't have the same, you know, roster and money to be going out and trying to pick 8 high-level games in a non-conference, but just picking better than what we have, and then just fight your butt off or whatever you do. What hurts us the worst is when we lose to small level teams, our conference, early, and then we get into the season and they rank those teams really low. And then what hurts us is if we lose to one of those teams, like last year, we didn't lose to Tulane, but they lost to New Orleans and they lost to Nicholls State. If you lose to Tulane, then they, you drop tremendously, and that's how it works.
Well, whatever you said, Tim gave you a lot of credit for how the American has kind of turned things around a little bit in terms of the scheduling there. So what did you say? What was your message there?
No, my message is, you don't have to go out and play against Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Baylor, and those teams, Purdue, but you can go get a high-level game, quad 2 game that can help just as much. Don't go get the low-level quad 4s and all that. You don't need any of that. We need at least more twos than anything, because that's not going to help our conference. And I think all the coaches are fighting in the same direction now to try to help the conference with the scheduling, without putting themselves in position to be fired for losing too many games.
I know you've been complimentary of the league, like in previous years, especially last year, but with all the guys that have left, and like the player retention being so low, how has the league changed?
Here's the thing that I talk about. If this league was so poor, why did all the players that left this league last year all went to the NCAA tournament? They were really huge parts of what those teams did. Elijah Martin won a national championship with Florida. So at the end of the day, they can talk all they want. Our guys leave this league and go to larger conferences, and they start, and they were a big part of it. So we're always fighting for that respect that we deserve, because it's a good and grind league, but we have to win as a group to continue to get the respect.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you.